Hey guys, this is Frog Popstar. We haven't done a video in some time. I got a new job. I wasn't really playing Ascension anyway. I didn't like the direction of the new season. I don't want to talk about that too much, I guess. You know, I was kind of thinking of making like a review video or whatever, but I decided not to. So we're going to go over some of the new big news, you know. A lot changed, about 10 days ago, and well, this says 17 days ago. Wow, am I more behind than I thought? Whatever. So I already watched this. We won't watch this together. But so these changes are pretty good. I think it's kind of, this season was a little bit of a flop. It wasn't terrible, but they, Dragonflight launched, and people like Dragonflight. And the worst thing that can happen to a private server is for retail ought to be good. So whatever retail's doing well, private servers have a much harder time. But Ascension's new season it wasn't as huge as I thought it was going to be. I think, there's plenty of players, of course. I mean, Ascension always has plenty of players, but, like if you look at any Ascension YouTuber, not just me, like the actual popular people, the views are way down. And there just wasn't as many people doing Ascension this time. And I think it was the timing, and this season had some issues, and, whatever. Okay. So, they fixed some of them. And so let's have a look here. So the attack power and spell power is scaling to all abilities. This is very interesting. The hybrid stuff, it didn't really work. It's like, the best builds kind of always have been the ones that use as few spells as possible. Like, it's like the ones that get really convoluted just tend to not really be as good. They are pretty much never good in PvE. And they've always got like slap huge modifiers on them. It just was always kind of a little bit of a mess. So this is fixing some of that. I'm sure this made some builds more powerful than intended. So I'm sure y'all got to experience that in this short time. Like I said, I haven't played in a few weeks. Expertise is removed. This is great. I hate expertise. It's not a fun stat. Retail removed it for a reason. It's a good choice for them. This is a good choice for Ascension. Hit rating, they want to keep hit rating for some reason. I think hit rating should go as well. I don't really think it adds anything to the game. It's just another, it's just another thing on top of it. It adds a little bit more irritation, to gearing. Okay, and it just really punishes you when you first hit max level and you're missing all the time, and then you get hit rating and it doesn't matter anymore. So hit rating's really lame. I think it should go as well. But whatever. They've fixed hit rating a bit, which is good. But still, I still don't like it. Why not just get rid of it? Anyway. Weapon damage scaling from spell power. Cool. That goes with the rest of it. Mental quickness rework. Yeah, I looked at that. Pretty cool. CC can no longer miss. Okay, whatever. Agility gives spell crit. Okay. So they're about fixing some draft stuff. So they did add the card shop back, which that was like my main sticking point this season. I absolutely hated what they did with the card shop. I got really irritated like trying to find my builds. I rerolled a character like dozens of times for like Lava Burst. I never got it. Really cringe. So yeah, level 1 ability skill cards, cool. This doesn't matter for most builds, but there are some builds that especially builds that want to choose a pet, where this level 1 ability skill card might actually matter. Like if you're a melee that wants to choose a pet, then you choose like pet in charge, and then you can't pick anything else at level 1. So that's probably good for builds like that. Legendary skill cards from Shield Pack ×2. It's got like it's like a 1 in 1,000, maybe less. Anyway, so ×2, that's cool. Probably not going to see it too much anyway. Find lucky cards at max level. This is cool, but this whole thing, all this draft stuff, it's like players who like kind of go hard on Ascension are going to have perfect builds. It's kind of going to be an issue. And then regular players kind of suffer a little bit. Like this dream of like the average strength of the player being lower doesn't really turn out in reality at the end, because people just reroll till they get the perfect builds and whatever. But so draft is cool. Yes, go card shop. So yeah, these are all really good changes. The primary stat upgrades, this is cool. Tooltips for World Forged REs, good. Like, they needed this, okay? It was really served no purpose. Like, you just go, you find a Discord. It's the same thing, honestly. You just go, you find a Discord, you find the RE, what they do, and that's it. Like, there's not, like, this mystery, discover it on your own kind of stuff. I mean, we all know how video games work. You know, everyone just looks it up and finds it that way. So it's good they at least added the tooltips. 198 rare World Forge RE. So this is kind of like a... I don't know, this is not... Like, this is true, but you know what I mean? It's not super true. Like, most of these REs aren't really anything exciting. They're just, like, REs tied to killing, like, humanoids with Frostbolt, and you get some, like, buff for Frostbolt. These will probably be okay. I think a lot of REs, like, not these, I'm saying, like, a lot of REs need to be, like, lowered in rarity. A lot of REs need to be kind of switched around or removed, you know. So 980 rare World Forge REs, that's cool, I guess. But I'm not super excited about this. I already know what they are. New tank and healer REs. This is cool. I wonder, are any of these being used for things they're not supposed to be used for? Huh? I'm sure some are. Let's see. Improved legacy enchants. This is really cool. I'm glad they're doing this. Clean up green enchants. Good. Need to get rid of a lot of those. The heirlooms are cool. The PvP gear overhaul. Now, this is a really big one, okay? This is really important, okay? PvP gear on Ascension is not good. They really just need to import what retail has. Like, you do BGs, you get honor gear, then you do arenas and maybe open world PvP, and you get like an arena currency, and you buy better gear with them, and then there's another set of gear that's like elite gear that you get for like having a high rating or something, and then it's like equal to like the best Bloodforged or something of that sort. Like, that's how it needs to be. There's kind of been a mess, like, with Bloodforged gear, like, being better, and, you know, Bloodforged gear is, like, really, like, you gotta kind of be in a top guild to have good access to it, and it's just, it's not good. So this is a great change. This is very important. Faster timeline, good. Ascension needs this. Honestly, Ascension really needs to get to Wrath the Lich King. Like, I wanted to talk about this in my birth. Like, this is what really made me want to make an Ascension review, is because I want to talk about Ascension Burning Crusade. Like, I don't know why it is so bad, but it is. So, like, Ascension Classic, I think is really fun. Ascension Burning Crusade, it's like all of my friends quit. I don't really, like, even, like, friends or no. Like, I don't even really enjoy Ascension Burning Crusade very much, and like it seems like it'd be so good because I love Burning Crusade. I'm like, oh wow, it's gonna be so cool. Ascension features and Burning Crusade, I feel like they mesh so well together. But then you play and it's always kind of a mess for a while, and they don't fix it. Like, it's just hard. I don't know. The balance gets really bad for a while, and just a big mess every time. But maybe this time it'll be better. But faster timeline, good. Because like I said, Ascension does not all points in the Ascension lifestyle are as fun. So it's good that, you know, some things are gonna be made faster. More seasonal rewards. These are really cute. I like them. Good. So this, we already went over this. This is just the same thing repeated. Okay. So percent of the original scaling is added to. Okay, yeah. Did this mess balance up really bad? I bet it did. But this is a good change anyway. Anyway, so we already went over that. Weapon damage, whatever. Mental quickness, whatever. So, oh yeah, the primary stat upgrades. These are kind of cute. You know, I don't necessarily love gear being made harder to. Like, I don't necessarily love like it getting like harder to perhaps gear your character. Like, you're playing a certain character and it's like, oh, I need, like, this weapon isn't, like, this weapon's good, but it doesn't give like the right buff or whatever from this. So I don't love that about it, but you know, this is cute, this is cool. You know, whatever. Did I scroll up or something? I read this part too. Okay. Anyway, draft enhancement. We already talked about that. Oh, they're showing the card shot. Thank God. Okay, this. Why they do this? Frost Firebolt. I checked in game and you could see it. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, Frost Firebolt is in. Because I'm really excited for Frost Firebolt. It's not. You can just buy the card for it. I thought about buying the card just so, you know, hold it close to my heart. but it's not. So, yeah, the card swap changes. This is really good. 3 choices instead of 1. Good. So this, I think this is another thing. Is like draft is basically like all draft is really doing at this point is inhibiting you, like in small ways. Like if they don't want you to be able to collect all of the, like if they don't want you to be able to take like a bunch of like overpowered utilities, like where free pick is really an issue is PvP. And it's like you should just limit the amount of certain abilities you can pick. Anyway, I'll talk about that in another video, but this is cool. Yeah, hints to added to all World Forged REs. Ha ha ha. If you've seen the hints, this is silly. The hint needs to say like what zone it is at least. Okay, like don't say don't say like trolls shooting the breeze. It's like that. Anyway, whatever. It should say like trolls shooting the breeze in the hinterlands or something. Okay, but everyone's just gonna look these up online, and some crazy people are gonna find out the locations of all of them. World Forged caches, great. I think like every RE that's not like super easy to get needs to have one of these. It's like that snake form thing about did me in. It did a lot of other players in. Or any other 200 Wailing Cavern runners in the chat today. So. Oh yeah, level limitations are removed. This is a good change. Base drop enchant, this is a good change. Tooltips revealed, good change. Bonus drop chances around the same level, whatever. So that's how it was before. Yeah, the keys, they added this a while back. I really like that. The new tank and healer REs, that's exciting. I almost never play tank and healer unless like there's something really cheesy you can do with it. Yeah, but this is cool. I love this. Oh yeah, the rare, these are what they mean by, this is not like what I was saying. There's not really like 980 new REs. I mean, there is, but like this really is not exciting, But like 1 button builds, maybe this is very exciting for you. Okay. But I don't really love these. I like the restore mana because I hate not having mana on my builds. Very frustrating. It's like, especially for leveling, like if you want to like do open world leveling or whatever, no mana is annoying. So Wizard's Power, it's pretty cool. But yeah, this is, this is cool, whatever. Not, I'm sure one of these is just like the best almost all the time, but we're not too worried about those. Those are cool though. Yeah, I do want to look at what Legacy Mystic enchants are like better now. Hopefully there's a list of these somewhere. We'll look for that. Removing some greens, good. Heirloom items, that's really nice. I think that honestly, I was also very frustrated on Ascension with like dungeons being just so overwhelmingly better than everything else. But heirloom items kind of makes open world a bit more viable, because like open world, you end up just having like much worse gear than if you were a dungeon leveler, and it just ends up being like slower pretty much on all fronts. Like you've got worse gear, it is slower, just in general. So heirloom items, I think, will maybe kind of help with that, but also will be nice for the dungeon. I mean, this is nice for everybody. Heirloom items are nice for everybody, but you all know what I'm saying. Okay. Mark Ascension added to all open world quests. This is cool. This is cute. Like, this is to make open world leveling a little bit better, and it'll help a bit. It's okay. These lesser enchants, cool. I like that. This also though, like, is like a huge buff to dungeoners, which like dungeons are already so much better than everything else, in my opinion. A mode be selected from one of the such challenge modes. It kind of sucks if it's Iron Man, because you can't reroll. Like if you reroll, you can't make yourself an Iron Man. You've got to make a new character. So maybe it talks about prestige. Maybe they fixed this so you can Iron Man prestige. Don't know. Horizontal gear progression. Okay, yeah, this is cute. The horizontal, like, this is like tier sets. They cost a lot of gold, which Ascension is already so gold heavy. I don't like that. But it's a lot of change of items stuff. Y'all can read through this if you're really interested. It's hard to really know what this will mean anyway. New tier sets, cool. Whatever. I know some people are really excited about this, but that's just like, to me, it's like that. It just is what it is. Okay. Added. Okay, yeah, this Temple Kotomogu. Temple Kotomogu is a pretty good BG. So cool. Again, a lot of stuff's repeating. Interesting. Interesting choice of advertisement. So Area 52 getting the updates too. This is good because Area 52 just feels like lost. Because like all this cool stuff's coming to seasonal, and Area 52 like can't play with any of it for like a year. So good that they're getting that. So okay, this is a lot of the changes. So this is gonna be cool. Anyway, I think this is pretty exciting. Like, I don't know if this is going to, you know, like this is a hard time for Ascension to compete with retail. Okay, so you can just kind of expect less activity on Ascension, even though Ascension always is going to have like plenty of people, you know. But retail is doing pretty well right now, which, you know, so Ascension's got to really bring their A game. This looks really good. This honestly looks really good. You know, there are other changes that I hope come to Ascension. I won't really talk about that in this video, but anyway, so yeah, this is exciting. Pretty big news for Ascension. Looks great. I am going to mess around with it a little bit, you know, maybe get some videos out. We'll see. But see you next time.